Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Just running some errands, you know, out and about, doing a few things. As you can see, the weather here is absolute garbage, absolute shit. But yeah, thought I'd fire up a quick video, I guess. So David Benavidez once again displays a massive lack of professionalism. Once again, this guy loses his title outside the ring due to his own antics. Extremely disappointing. Of course, you know, he originally got stripped of his title for testing positive for cocaine. I actually gave him a pass that time around, you know, young guy. I thought he could learn from his mistakes. So I gave him a pass first time around. But now, you know, missing weight, losing his belt on the scale, you know, a complete lack of professionalism from David Benavidez. Really, really disappointing. I believe he weighed in at like, what, 171? I think he was like 3 pounds over. I'm not sure whether he tried to actually lose that weight after the fact. Hopefully he tried. You know, hopefully he tried at least. But not a good look for David Benavidez. This guy now is really starting to disappoint me. As somebody who believes in his talent, you know, the guy's disappointing me. And I've got to say, 168 right now, that division is looking like absolute trash. It's looking like absolute fucking garbage. I mean, we've got David Benavidez, who can't stop eating, who can't stop snorting coke, you know, losing his belts on the scales, losing his belts due to failed drug tests for recreational drugs. And in the meantime, he's not fought anybody. We've got Billy Joe Saunders doing God knows what. He's had 2 fights out of weight, and he's beaten Shifa Isafi and the Argentinian gentleman whose name I've forgotten. So Billy Joe's not doing anything, and he himself has shown a massive lack of professional behaviour throughout his career in general. So another guy who's half-arsing it. We've got Callum Smith. What's Callum Smith done this year? Absolutely nothing. What's he done since George Groves? Absolutely nothing. His best opponent was John Ryder. He won that fight on paper, but let's be honest, that was a robbery. You know, he looked terrible in that fight. He got very lucky with that decision. And even Caleb Plant, I can't really complain too much. You know, he won that title against Jose Uzcategui. I think that was like January last year. So he's won that belt, but he's only made 2 defences since. Once was against Mike Lee? God-awful title defence. One of the worst title challenges I've seen for quite some time. One of the worst challengers of a title for as long as I can remember. And after that, he fought Vincent Feigenboots, who was a mandatory, but again, it was still a weak opponent. So even Caleb Plant himself, you know, he's not fought anybody since Uzcategui, since January last year. So none of these guys are doing nothing right now. These guys are sitting around, talking a lot, but not delivering. They're not delivering for us fans. And, you know, it's fucking... It's annoying me, man. It really is fucking annoying. There's some good fights to be made at 168. None of these fights are close to getting made. None of these unification fights are anywhere close. You know? None of them. Like Benavidez versus Caleb Plant, is that not going to happen now? Is Benavidez going to move up to 175 because he's too fucking lazy? What's going on? Why has Callum Smith versus Billy Joe Saunders not been made? I mean, they've been in that same division now, what, over a year? Come on now, both with the same promoter as well. That's another fight that is easily makeable, but there's no desire to make it. What's going on here? What's going on? Absolute fucking nonsense. Nonsense. I mean, I made a video the other day talking about a prospect called Bektemir Melikuziev, who's a prospect at 168. And in that division I said, 168 is desperate for new blood. You know, I'm desperate for these prospects to climb the ranks, get to the top, and try and do something, because the top guys aren't doing it right now. They're not delivering. They ain't delivering, man. I know there's some fanboys out there who fanboy for these guys. What have they given you? Like the Billy Joe Saunders fans in particular. You know, these guys have had some harsh words when I've criticised Billy Joe, but what's he done at 168? You tell me, absolutely nothing. Turning down Canelo fights, not training. Looking terrible in his fights. What's he doing? What's Benavidez doing apart from fucking losing his titles on the scales and by sniffing coke. What's he doing? What's Callum doing? You know? I mean, it's an absolute fucking travesty. It really is a travesty, man. But what can we say? What can we say? This is boxing for us. This is boxing. Yeah, disappointing, man. Anyway, share your thoughts below. Apologies for the cars that keep on going by the way. But it is what it is. I thought I'd make this video very quickly while I've got 2 minutes. But yeah, share your thoughts below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, whether you can or not, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it though. Peace.